Good morning. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, November 11th. I'm here in Kansas City. Kyle's holding down Nashville. Today we're talking about dealer service visits dropping, inventory climbing, and Gen Z spending a lot of money. This is the Automotive State of the Union, by the way. If I missed that part.
This is the Automotive State of the Union.
That's kind of fun saying it at the end of the stories. Like, you know what I mean? This is the Automotive State of the Union.
This is the Automotive Sate of the Union. You just got to be hot on those stories. You got to be on it.
I know. That might actually take like a rehearsal.
Yeah. All right. Tell me about you. You were at VINCUE Unleashed. You were hanging out with a bunch of industry partners yesterday. How's the vibe? What's the feeling? User conference
vibes. Let me just say, VINCUE, I spoke yesterday to the entire VINCUE team and what it's like to be around other entrepreneurial companies who are also trying to like push the limits and also, you know, like what we've been in the season with our team where we merge the companies together and we're establishing the rules of this new speed and this new mindset and framework as we bring two teams together to be one team to serve the industry in a specific way. And it's great to be around another team who is, they didn't obviously just merge or anything, but they have this pressure on the whole thing where it's saying like, no. If the problem shows up, even if we didn't cause the problem and it's standing between us and somebody else, it's our problem now. It's like this feeling of extreme ownership that really got me excited and just got to talk to the team a lot about how we as companies get to decide what we put into the industry. And with our mission vision of building an industry everyone fights to join, that starts at the company level. It starts at the dealership level, starts at the industry partner level. So I got to spend time talking to the team about that, but also got to spend all day in a vendor 20 group where I was able to hear the challenges of 20 other companies, 20 other, most of them tech companies. And you start to realize that everybody's got the same problems. Everyone is trying to figure out how to clarify their messaging so people understand what they do, how to work with other companies that are synergistic so that you can actually solve problems on the dealership level and solve problems. And no two problems on the dealership level are the same. So, So I think it was just a lot of that. And obviously it's great to be around other dealers. Today, I'm here right out front of the entrance for VINCUE Unleashed, where there's going to be over 300 people at a users conference. So these are people who aren't coming here to go out at nighttime. They're coming here to figure out how to get better at what they do, like very seriously.
Yeah, I love the idea of a user conference. I think, you know, obviously an OEM meeting is kind of a user conference, right? That's why you can aggregate the attention so quickly. And when you're thinking about like, hey, we use this platform, how do other people use it? Such a smart vibe. Hey, speaking of using platforms, we have a webinar coming up on Wednesday, November 19th. You're going to want to check it out. You can go to asodu.com, scroll down just a little bit and register for it. We're going to be hanging out talking about acquisition across multiple channels and across an entire dealership group. So go to asodu.com, check it out. Let's get into it, Paul.
Yeah, let's go. A new Cox Automotive study warning that dealerships are quietly losing the long game in fixed operations. Despite the average age of a vehicle being 12.8 years, customer loyalty, especially among recent buyers, is starting to slip. And fast, dealerships now see 12% fewer service visits than in 2018. Despite rising service volume overall, loyalty is also weakening. Just 54% of owners with cars under 2 years old return to the dealer that sold them the car. This is down sharply from 72%. So 72% in 2023 to 54% in 2025. Independent shops, quick lube chains, and mobile services are capturing business once assumed to be locked in. Primary reasons for defections include surprise costs, poor communication. That's a big one. Despite dealership pricing actually being a little lower than independents on average. Here's from Skyler Chadwick, Director of Product Consulting at Cox Automotive. He said, quote, "There is a clear call to action here for dealerships to proactively address consumer dissatisfaction, strengthen communication, and improve sales to service coordination to build back the market share through lasting relationships."
The shocking thing for me is that since 2023, the number of AI communication companies that have come on the scene trying to solve the problem of do I know what's going on with my car? What's happening now? Can I get a hold of something is staggering. And the fact that we still haven't solved how to actually communicate with a customer on a one-to-one basis is scary to me. The fact that it's down almost 20%.
That's unbelievable.
In first 2-year retention is just like, you can imagine the OEMs freaking out at this point.
I mean, is there another factor? Is there another factor that we're not considering?
Well, I think it's convenience. It's that we have been inundated with a world that it relies on convenience, right? The Amazon Primification, the Walmart of the world, people instant DoorDash, right? Like nobody goes our way to get anything.
Well,
Nobody has to take 2-3 hours out of their day to do anything anymore. And so the demand on convenience and communication is so high that when you don't have either of those things, like the requirement for excellence goes so far up. This is why mobile service, we've been talking about it so much.
also it says, don't return to the dealership that sold him the car. Is there a separation out here that we're not seeing about people who just go to a different dealership? Because with all of the increased
Inventory issues,
inventory issues, buying further away, right? That access and how that is ramped up. I wonder how that's affected. Like, I bought this from a dealership. I mean, my last 2 cars, I bought them from a dealership that isn't in my market, so I can't go there for service.
Wow, interesting.
But if it was in my market, I would absolutely go back to the place I bought it, because you always get treated a little better.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll be picking it through, but for sure, the things we can control, communication is at the top of that list.
It's always at the top of the list. That's where every good relationship starts.
Speaking of new vehicles, there we go. New vehicle inventory in the U.S. surged past 3.1 million units in early November, with EVs stacking up the fastest. Total inventory rising from 2.8 million to 3.14 units, with days supply climbing to 70. EV supply more than doubled in October to 107 days, up from 47 just a month earlier. Gas-powered vehicles sit at 72 days. Hybrids much leaner at 57 days. Cars remain tight at 46 days, and light trucks are still at 60 days. Toyota leading the pack, obviously and always, with the tightest supply at just 33 days, while several Stellantis brands now exceed 100 days supply overall. Subaru being the only automaker among monthly reporters to see the inventory shrink.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we've kind of known this is coming. The EV thing is because of paced up then paced down demand due to exterior controls on the tax credits. The wild one for me is the hybrids staying significantly leaner than the overall, and I think that's that is a clear signal to me, if I'm an inventory purchaser, if I'm waiting for any inventory from the OEM, to head toward the hybrids, because that's where people that's where the demand is. So I would check that out if I was anybody.
Yo.
Paul's found someone. Who we bringing? Who's coming?
Well, I'll tell you what's coming. Hold on, step in here.
Yes, sir.
He can't hear, but I got. Say what's up, Glenn.
Glenn
What's
Lundy.
going
Hit
on?
him.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Us So Too fam. We miss you. We wish you were here. Some of them probably are.
Some of them are here,
but some of you are here. But those of you that aren't here, we miss you. But we're hoping you're out there crushing it. They're about to start crushing it behind us, Paul.
They are about to start crushing it. I can't see, but here, let's show you over here. There's a bit of a drum line setting up.
Oh, there it comes. That's like the NADA drum line. Right. We better hit this third story quick.
Story. Hit it.
Speaking of the third story. Bunch of retailers are racing to try and understand this crazy generation. Gen Z set to command $12 trillion in spending power by 2030. So the race is on. A new PwC report shows this generation mixes frugality with emotional spending and value-driven decisions. Gen Z plans to cut holiday spending by 23%, averaging $13.57, far less than millennials at $21.90. 82% plan to buy dupes, affordable versions of luxury goods, and 79% wait for sales. While cautious, they splurge on affordable affluence, resale sneakers, luxury skincare, and $7 matcha lattes. They threw that in there. Loyalty is also fleeting in relationship to that last story. 81% have changed buying decisions based on a brand's reputation.
Yeah. Okay, so there's about to be a bunch of Gen Zers marching behind me. Oh, actually, they're walking past me. So
about to crush.
They're not going to start playing until they get in the conference room. So I think we dodged a bullet there. I mean, I feel like these are all Gen Zers. I want to go ask them questions about their buying habits right now as they're walking. Do you think you're going to spend less? This actually tracks. So I get to spend time around a lot of Gen Zers because I have 3 who are in my house, my oldest being 19, but his friends are all college age. So most of his friends are between the ages of like 20 and 25. And I can definitely say there is a frugality to Gen Z that doesn't exist in the millennial demographic. They're thinking about this. Here's the irony that I've witnessed, and I'm sure this isn't across the board, but all of these friends, like they have careers, right? They're working hard. Like there's even a few people in there who are very successful YouTubers, and they actually have some cash to spend.
That's right.
But they're not spending.
They hold it back.
So this isn't because they're pulled against the line. They just have a different mentality when it approaches retail. So I think that's something to remember and something to not count on people spending to their last dollars, because it seems like Gen Z has some resources, at least the my exposure to them. They just aren't always ready to pull the trigger and spend it. Also, the dupes thing totally makes sense because they're becoming less and less obsessed over whether or not it's authentic. I'm sure that exists in very small circles where people know. But aside from that, like they're just cool with it looking cool.
It's wild. Yeah. Totally different buying behavior, just like every new generation. But what you have to recognize is that buying behavior over the next 5 years is going to change the buying behavior of all the generations that came before them. The new entrant into the market always adjusts the buying behavior of the rest of the market. So watch out for those trends, because they'll change how people respond to marketing and advertising and brand loyalty and all those things across all generations.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Roll the outro music before they roll that drum line. Listen, we hope you have an amazing day. We hope you take care of the people around you. Pay attention to things. And if you take away anything from this episode, communication and service should be at the top of your priority list. We'll see you here tomorrow.